Hey guys, remember when we reviewed the Forgebane box set? Well, today we're starting the campaign.
Anvil of War! Battle Report! Necrons versus Adeptus Mechanicus!
So as I said, today we're going to be tackling the first of the 3 missions in the Forgebane campaign. So it's supposed to take place, it's called Ambush in the Dunes is the first scenario, and it's supposed to take place on Amenhotep 2, which is a Forge world, and it's supposed to be kind of rolling plains, like not unlike Mars, but we've decided that the concept of sparse terrain and rolling plains didn't really appeal to us.
No.
We wanted to do it up Anvil of War style, so we decided that we're going to unveil, first of all, our new terrain set, which is this. Basically, concept is lava, magma, planet, Forge world, Promethean refinery. We used parts from the Necromunda set. Shout out to Sequence Comics and Gaming in Brockville. Thank you very much. They provided us with the Necromunda terrain collection, which we took and turned into this awesome terrain set. So we're really excited to be playing on it for the first time today. So my AdMech are going to be facing off against Ken's Necrons. Borrowed a few models from a friend to flesh it out because Ken can't edit videos and paint models at the same time. It's just not possible. He tried, but it's not possible.
I tried.
So yeah, let's get to the battle report. So for the AdMech side of Scenario 1, we have Tech Priest Dominus. He's going to be rocking the Eradication Array. He's also got a Phosphorus Serpenta. And he's going to be accompanied by 10 Rangers today. They are equipped with 2 arquebuses, so 2 of the sniper rifles. And the Alpha is going to be equipped with an arc pistol and taser goad. And the Necrons, who are going to be raising up out of the magma rock and lava today, somehow. We've got 5 Immortals. They're equipped with Guass Blasters. And then 3 Wraiths, and they're going to be equipped with whip coils. And those will be the 2 armies on the table today for the first scenario. So we have decided that as far as equipment options go, we're not staying completely true to the fluff. We've decided to mix it up a little bit because in the fluff they kind of call for specific weapons, but we want to be able to use these models in our everyday armies, so we've decided to equip them the way that we wanted. So again, the 2 sniper rifles, the whip coils, the Guass Blasters, and the Tech Priest Dominus with the Eradication Array and Phosphorus Serpenta might not be 100% to the Forgebane fluff. So we're quickly going to go over some of the terrain features and just kind of explain how these are going to be played out in future battle reports and this battle report on the channel. First, we're going to go over the lava pools. So the lava pools, we're going to be treating them a little bit like dangerous terrain from past editions. Basically, if anything without fly ends its movement phase on the terrain feature, basically ending up on top of it. There is going to be a dice rolled, and on a 4+, it's going to be suffering a mortal wound, which is pretty scary. So we're going to be avoiding those, which is going to add a little bit of character to the table. Next, we're going to talk about the platforms and little raised areas, anything basically accessible by a ladder. So some of the rock features have little platforms that you can move models on top of. Basically, if they're sitting on top of it and they're wholly within the feature, they count as being in ruins. But if there's no ladder or it's unreasonable, we're going to call it impassable terrain. So some of the rock features, there will be nothing sitting on top of it. So for today's mission, we have 2 deployment zones. The Necron Wraiths are deploying 12 inches from the shortboard edge, 1 shortboard edge, and the Immortals will be deploying anywhere 12 inches within the opposite short edge. The Skitari / Adeptus Mechanicus, Cult Mechanicus are deploying in an 18-inch bubble dead center in the middle of the table. So this is going to be very interesting. Necron, Wraiths are going to be coming in fast and hard. It's going to be a little scary. So Skitarii deployed, center table, a little closer to the Immortal side. Would have been nice to be deployed in cover, but the only option was to spread out and possibly give the Wraiths a first turn charge. So decided to bubble up in the middle there. Dominus is surrounded by his Skitarii bodyguard, Skitarii Ranger bodyguard. So yeah, this is gonna be interesting. This is gonna be hurt. There's gonna be a lot of hurt. Ken decided to place his Immortals staring down the Skitarii and the Dominus. He's going to be able to just shimmy forward and be in rapid fire range instantaneously, which kind of was expected. It was either deploy closer to them or deploy closer to the race, and Guass Blasters are going to hurt. And Ken deployed the 3 Wraiths behind some line of sight blocking terrain, giving them a little bit of cover so for their advance. So they're deployed over by the storage containers. And that's the end of deployment. So we are moving on to Necron, turn 1.
Turn 1!
So first thing we have to do at the beginning of the game, beginning of the battle round, we have to roll for the atmospheric conditions. So this is where things get a little interesting. Let's see what happens. 1, corrosive squall. Players must make a single saving throw for each of their units that is not wholly within a terrain feature. If the save is failed, the unit suffers a mortal wound. Nothing after deployment is outside of a terrain or inside wholly within a terrain feature. Alright, so let's go on to the Skitarii Rangers. So they've got a 4+ armor save. There's no AP or anything associated to this. No! So that is going to be a mortal wound on the Skitarii Rangers. 1 Skitarii Ranger bites the dust before the battle even begins.
Dun, dun, dun. Another one bites the dust.
Now we're going to alternate. So Ken's rolling for his Immortals, and they're good. Now we're going to roll for the Tech Priest Dominus, who's got a mighty 2+ save, and we're good. And the Canoptic Wraiths are fine. And at the beginning of the battle round, we got to roll Canticles for the Adeptus Mechanicus / Skitarii. So let's find out what they get this turn. That's a 6. Reroll failed hit rolls of 1 for affected units in the shooting phase. Okay. Ken has decided to advance, so the Wraiths are advancing forward. 1 inch. You're going to use one of your...
Command point reroll!
Command point reroll, alright. 2 inches, alright. And the Wraiths move forward. They're hiding behind the line of sight terrain. Sorry, they advanced. And they are just in sight of the Skitarii Rangers. And the Immortals shimmied forward, getting in that 12-inch rapid fire range. And that's it for movement phase. On to psychic phase. Wait. Alright, psychic phase is done. And on to the Necron turn 1 shooting phase. 3 of Ken's Immortals are in rapid fire range. So we've got a total of 8 shots firing at the Skitarii Rangers. Immortals hitting on 3s. Not bad. 2 misses. Looking for 3s to wound. And we got 5, 6+ armor saves for the Rangers. This is going to hurt. That -2 AP. Oh, look out. And 3 bite the dust. Nope, 4 bite the dust. 4 bite the dust. Adam can't get.
No, not me. No.
I'll cut out your gizzard.
Wow. You have 5 guys left.
And that's it for Necron's turn 1. Did a lot of damage. 5 Skitarii Rangers already bit the dust. Only 5 left. That was only turn 1. So, yeah, we're going to see if deploying closer to the Immortals was a smart decision. I'm going to say it probably wasn't, but we'll see what we can squeak out here in Admech turn 1. Okay, in a bold move, trying to stretch out this Qatari, possibly get a charge in against the Immortals this turn. Also soak up some shots from Overwatch because they'll be charging first, and then the Dominus is going to be jumping in second. When I stretched them out, I made sure not to move the sniper rifles so that they're not affected by the ability that they have, which doesn't allow them to shoot and move. So they stayed still. The unit moved, but the models didn't. And that's it for the Adeptus Mechanicus movement phase. On to the psychic phase. Alright, psychic phase is over too. On to the shooting phase. We're going to kick off the Tech Priest Dominus firing first. He's going to fire his, he's going to kick off with his eradication array. He's going to shoot at the Immortals. It's a 24-inch range. It is a heavy weapon, so he will be at -1 to hit, so he'll be hitting on 3s instead. First, number of shots, so it's D3 shots. 1. I'm going to command point that. That's a little better. 2 shots. So we have 2 shots, hitting on 3s, re-rolling 1s, and they're within 8 inches, so these are significantly better. So looking for 3s. Of course I'd have to get a 2. 1 hit. And toughness 4, strength 6, so looking for 3s. I can't command point that, I already did one. That is brutal shooting. Alright. 1 shot with Phosphor Serpentas, hitting on 3s. We're good. Strength 5, AP -1. So strength 5, toughness 4, looking for 3s. We got 1 through. So 4+ armor save for the Immortals. And they're good. Yay! 2 sniper rifles are going to be taking shots off at the Wraith. And the rest of the guys are going to be firing at the Immortals. Alright, so looking for 3s, re-rolling 1s.
You get that 1 reroll.
These dice are cursed. I should be using my own dice. And the 1 reroll. That's cocked. And because I'm superstitious, I am switching my dice because Ken gave me those dice. And I feel like they're cursed.
What are you talking about?
They're clear and see-through, so I know they're not weighted. Or I'm pretty sure they're not weighted, unless there's like a density thing going on with them. But 4 shots from the galvanic rifles going on the Immortals. Looking for 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. Re-rolling those 1s. Dice change didn't help me. Strength 4, toughness 4, looking for 4s. And that's a 6, so AP -1. Looking for a 4+. And he's good. And arc pistol, looking for 3 to hit. Worst shooting phase ever for the Adeptus Mechanicus, but luckily we're moving on to their favorite phase, the combat phase. Assault phase, Skitarii Rangers are declaring a charge against the Immortals. Overwatch looking for 6s. 3 6s? 3 6s.
You know what? No. Command point reroll.
Did you just command point reroll with this?
Yeah.
You're that confident in this game that you just used one of those on an Overwatch.
Yeah.
I hope that bites him in the butt. Looking for 3s. And 3 wounds. Looking for 6s. Ouch.
So who's charging those Immortals at him?
What's left?
Okay.
Rolling for charge. Looking for about a 5. And he got it. Tech Priest Dominus is charging in. Will he make it? He makes it. Alright, Tech Priest Dominus is going to be activated first, so he's going to swing first. He's got 3 attacks, and he hits on a 3+. So looking for 3s. This has been amazing. And he strikes at strength, basically strength 5. So strength 5, toughness 4, so looking for 3s. Command point reroll. And we're good. And that's AP -2. So 5 up. 3+ becomes 5+. Nope. And
Command point reroll.
command point reroll is last one.
Yay!
Looking for 3+ on the Rangers. Basically 3+ to hit.
What the hell is going on?
Did you come in here and curse my dice? And why did I roll this dice? Why did I roll that? I picked that up.
You've tainted your
You
dice.
know, you secretly put them on the table there, so I picked them up.
What?
You put them beside my dice. Shenanigans. One Skitarii Ranger left. He hasn't struck yet. So hold on. Weapon skill. So looking for 4s. We're good. We're just gonna take that and hide now. Gonna go hide in our corner. Looking for 3s for the Immortals, who are actually better than the Skitarii Rangers in combat.
So they had 4.
4 hits, strength 4, toughness. Who are you striking at? You should.
The Skitarii Rangers,
Yeah, okay.
sorry.
So 4 attacks on the Rangers, 4 went through, 4 hits. Looking for 3s. 3 wounds, no AP on this. Looking for 4+. 2 died, and that's that. I didn't want to take a leadership check anyways. So, end of the AdMech, turn 1. Things are not looking good. Dominus is all by himself. Skitarii Rangers have been wiped out. He's locked in combat with the Immortals, hoping he can swing at them. And yeah, that's the end of AdMech turn 1.
Turn 2!
So, rolling on the atmosphere conditions at the beginning of Necron turn 2. And can roll a 3, which is dust storms. So until the end of the battle round, the range of all weapons is reduced by 6 inches to a minimum of 12 inches. AdMech are rolling their canticles. And it's a 3. Chant of the Remorseless Fist, which is reroll any hit rolls of 1 in the fight phase. So the Wraiths roll the 4 for their advance, and they're charging in towards the Dominus. The Immortals actually fell back out of combat, just outside of combat range, just outside of being engaged with the Dominus. And they're trying to kind of pull the Dominus towards the Wraiths. And that's the end of Necron movement phase. It will also be the end of Necron psychic phase. It will also be the end of Necron shooting phase. And it's the end of the Necron charge phase. And that is the end of the Necron turn 2. And the Dominus decided to make a tactical retreat and fled, rolling a 6 on his advance roll, and he booked it behind the terrain feature. No psychic, no shooting, no combat, end of AdMech, turn 2.
Turn 3!
So Ken rolled on the atmosphere conditions, 4+, so clear, no additions, no effect. Mechanicals of the Omnissiah, 2. Litany of the Electromancer, D6 for each enemy unit that's within 1 inch, and on a 6 they take more wound. That is not relevant right now. End of the Necron movement phase. The Immortals shimmied over 5 inches, just getting a nice rapid fire shot at the Dominus. And the Wraiths advanced. They rolled a 4, giving them a 16-inch move. 10 shots, heading on 3s. Moving on 4s. Looking for 4s. That's more like it.
Only 1 went through.
1 wound.
Cool.
And that's the end of Necron turn 3. Dominus took a wound. Gonna roll for an advance. He's just going to keep skirting around this terrain, getting away from the Wraiths as much as possible. Not give them an easy charge for this turn.
You have one more point.
Yeah, I got one more point. I'm going to use it. Oh my god, that's awesome. That's so, like, makes sense for how this game has gone so far. He's going there. That's going to be the end of Skitari, Admech, turn 3. We just got to survive 2 more turns. Can he do it?
Turn 4!
Ken's rolling for atmospheric conditions for turn 4. 1 is corrosive squall, so single saving throw for every unit is not wholly within a terrain feature. Nobody's within a terrain feature. So we're rolling a dice. Everybody's taking a mortal wound on a whatever your armor save is. Tech Priest Dominus is taking an armor save, 2+. He's good.
3+ for the Wraiths.
They're good.
3+ for the Immortals.
And 1 immortal takes a mortal wound. 1 immortal dies. He's rolling reanimation protocols now. 5+. And no. Mechanicals of the Omnicide. 3. Remorseless Fist. So again, re-rolling hit rolls of 1 for affected units in the 5 phase. Synopsis for turn 4, Necrons. Immortals shimmied forward a little bit. Again, getting the line of sight on that Dominus. Wraiths advanced 14 inches. Puts them. They're starting to corner the Dominus. He's gonna make some moves soon, or this is gonna go really badly. And on to the shooting phase. Mortals, 4 shots, no rapid fire, and 1 hit.
Strength 5, toughness 4, 3. 1, AP -2 save.
Looking for a 4, and he's okay. That is the end of Necrons turn 4. Dominus shimmied forward. He's making a bold move towards those immortals. Shooting phase. D3 shots. 1 shot. Hitting on 3s because he moved. Hits. Wounds. And because of the range, he's less than 8 inches. And it's AP -4, no save for the immortals, so 1 guy dies. There you go. Exactly 7 inches away for the charge, so we're looking for 6 to get into combat. Looking at 6 shots for Overwatch. Looking for 6s, 2 hits. That's pretty good. Woo! Strength 5, toughness 4, so 3s. 1 wound. And save, AP -2 becomes a 4+. And he's okay. Charge range, looking for 6 or more. And 10 inches will do it. Activating the Dominus, looking for 3s. 2 hits. He rerolls 1s right now, but that doesn't matter. And looking for strength 5, toughness 4, looking for 3s. 2 wounds. These are at AP -2. Looking for 5s. 1 guy goes down. You strike back. Weapon skill 3, so looking for 3+. And that'll be nothing.
They swung a whole lot of nothing.
That is going to be the end of the fight phase. And that's the end of Admech turn 4.
Turn 5!
And we're on to Necron turn 5, start of the 5th and final battle round. Will the Dominus survive to the end of this turn? And will he be able to bring in reinforcements for the next scenario? We'll have to see. Rolling atmospheric conditions. And it's a 2, which is dust storms. Until the end of the battle round, range of all weapons is reduced by 6 inches. Not really going to matter this turn. 4. Shroud of Sodom. Gain a bonus in their armor saving throw as if they were in cover. That's really useful this turn. quick synopsis. 2 Immortals came back to life with reanimation protocol. Wraiths jumped over the train. Sorry, they went through the train, that's right. They can do things like that. And they're ready to charge into the Dominus. Alright, we're on to the assault phase for Necrons. So, Immortals already locked in combat. I'm going to make an educated guess and say that the
Wraiths are going
Wraiths
to
are
go for
jumping.
it.
Alright,
So rolling.
don't roll. Wraiths charged in. They're in combat now.
9 attacks from the Wraiths onto him. Hitting all 3!
If you roll those dice one more time.
We're rolling once. Don't do.
Looking for 3s? 4 wounds.
4 minus 2.
Uh-oh. We are looking for 4 pluses here. This could be it. So they're 2 damage apiece, aren't they?
Yes, they are, sir.
Uh-oh. Alright, looking for 4s. Oh, that's 4 wounds. So if your Immortals can do a wound,
Then I can win. Yay!
so Ken is now attacking with the 4 remaining Immortals. Can he do 1 wound? We will find out. And looking for 3s, so 3 hits. Strength 4, toughness 4, so 4 wound. 2 wounds.
2 up saves.
This is what it comes down to. Just okay. And that's the end of Necrons, turn 5. Start of Admech, turn 5. If he survives this round, it's a game. Looking for Masterwork Bionics, D3 wounds recovered. 2 wounds. And now I'm going to do the cowardly retreat. Jump out of combat so that I do not die, because if I stay there and swing, those Wraiths are going to kill me. And at the end of Battle Round 5 and Admech turn 5, the Dominus survives, giving the Admech a major victory according to the scenario. We will be back with a quick synopsis.
Chicken.
Wow. Okay, so Dominus ran away, lived to fight another day. So that's good. But, yeah, I didn't think that was going to be the outcome when I was reading the original scenario, or reading the booklet. I didn't expect that to be the outcome. I was honestly sitting there like, this is going to be a complete slaughter. And it was. The Rangers got...
The Rangers got murked really quick.
Yeah, they got decimated. It was that was really, really, really bad. I was rolling horrible.
I realized very quickly that I kind of like Immortals.
Yeah.
I think I'm going to put some more in my army.
Yeah.
They're a scary unit.
They're not bad,
AP
yeah.
-2. That's...
I don't know if I made the wrong decision at the very beginning there. Like at the end, yeah, I squeezed through with that victory, and it was, for some reason, it's a major victory. So the way it works out is if the Dominus survives at the end of Battle Round 5, it's a major victory for the Admech. If the Necrons kill him, it's a major victory for the Necrons. There's no such thing as a minor victory situation in this.
So if
scenario.
you're looking at the screen, there's going to be a title that pops up right here that says Major Victory!
Woohoo!
Is that gonna happen?
Yeah, I'm
You
totally
can-
going to do that.
You're making it happen.
Yeah, Major
I like
Victory.
it. I
Yeah.
like it. All right, so I thought one of the big disadvantages to the match was going to be the sheer amount of terrain that we put on the table. Again, we love to put a lot of terrain on the table. We think that adds such a huge dynamic to the game. So, and it did.
Well, yeah, it gave me the ability to kind of hide my Wraiths from
Stay
your
out,
fire
yeah.
while I could get in close to kind of... Because my strategy was I was going to go around the outside and let my Immortals take you guys on,
Yeah.
and then kind of come in and go in for the kill on the Dominus once I'd wiped out your Rangers, which is pretty much what I did. I just... Yeah, the Dominus is... You know what? I wish I had gotten a couple of better advanced rolls in the beginning, and I could have brought those Wraiths in closer sooner.
Yeah.
I probably would have had you a lot quicker.
Yeah.
You know, because you started darting around that piece of terrain, which really limited my Wraiths movement.
Yeah, so like the terrain helped you in the beginning, and then by the end it was their downside.
It was a hindrance.
Yeah, it was like, you know, the big chunk of terrain that was in between the Dominus and the Wraiths, and him just kind of moving and maneuvering. You had to essentially advance in order to jump over it, or through it, sorry.
Yep.
Jump through it, sorry. And in order to jump through it, he had to advance, which didn't allow him to charge, so it was like this whole, I'm going to try to corner, and you did corner him.
Yep.
But it all came down to those 2+ armor saves. If I had failed one of those, it would have been over.
I was so hoping you did, man.
Yeah.
I was actually prepared to give you those dice that you were rolling in the beginning. So good.
Yeah. I jumped out. I had to jump out of combat. It would have been, if I stuck around that game, that would have been game over.
I don't know.
So,
Technically,
that was the win. That was the win.
That was the win. He chickened out for the win.
I chickened out for the win. I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not ashamed.
No, I got you a major victory. It's all good.
Yeah, it did. You had me though. Like the whole game, you had me. It was like until that last turn. It was like I was running out of table. So yeah, good game again.
Good game.
Sponsored by
Thanks for watching us on Anvil of War. We hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned. We're going to be releasing the second and third missions from the Forgebane campaign very shortly. And
Necrons are so metal. Literally. Oh,